Hello, and welcome to Street Smart on the Ground, where I answer your travel questions based on years, decades actually, of travel through the developing world. This is not theory, this is real life lessons, things that I've learned over the years, and I'm paying them forward in the hopes that they can help other people to have a more enjoyable experience and avoid some of the potential unpleasantness. And this one is specifically looking out for red flags and potential scams when you're looking to do volunteer work. You don't have to do this in the developing world. These tips will work anywhere, and it's based on almost 3 years now of doing volunteer work, mostly in Ecuador and now Colombia. In this episode, going to tell you what to look out for if you're looking and you're fairly new at volunteering. How do you make sure that you're going to have the best chance of getting a good first experience or a good first few experiences based on a few very simple filters. And I've put these to the test over the last 3 years and somewhere around 30 different volunteering opportunities, different hosts. One of the biggest filters to apply is to use a recognized platform. I use Workaway. It's a volunteer platform, and basically it is self-policing in terms of the feedback that hosts leave for volunteers and volunteers can leave for hosts. Also, if you have issues with a host or anything while you're volunteering, you can contact people at Workaway. But it's better if you do use a platform because you do have some recourse and you also have a public history of the host and of the volunteers on there. Step 2, the second filter would be if you're a volunteer looking for a host, look for a host that has really good feedback over a long period of time with no gaps. So if there's a host who's been on for 3 or 4 years, you want to see at least 4-star and ideally 5-star reviews from many different volunteers. I'm looking not for weekly or monthly feedback, but at least 2 to 3 times a year, because a lot of the times volunteers don't rate hosts and hosts don't rate volunteers. It's not like every time there's an interaction or a volunteer gig is done, there's going to be some paper trail of it. In a perfect world, yes, but generally no. So the place I'm at right now, I'm in San Agustin in Colombia, and this place has a bunch of great feedback, again, over a long period of time. Look for a host. If they're brand new, they're not going to have any feedback. You probably don't want to roll the dice on a new host when you're first new to the platform because there's too many variables, too many things that can go wrong. So look, especially for your first few volunteer opportunities, look for a host that, again, has 4 or 5-star reviews across the board from multiple, at least a dozen ideally, and more is better, over a long period of time with no gaps. Very simple filter. Filter number 3, confirming things. So after you've identified a host, you've gone back and forth, you're getting things set up from this date to this date, you're going to be at their place. You want to confirm the hours, the days, so usually Monday to Friday, usually somewhere around 4 to 5 hours a day. And you can ask, when is that? Is that from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. or 8 a.m. to noon, or is there an afternoon shift, or whatever it is? Just confirm all that stuff in writing, ideally on Workaway. But usually what happens is any of the hosts that I get in touch with will immediately give me their WhatsApp number. And I think there's a few reasons for that. One, everybody uses WhatsApp down here in South America and Central America and other parts of the world. Hugely important. That way you have contact directly with the host. I'm not saying don't use email on the platform, but I have had experiences where I don't get responses to emails, whereas I get responses to WhatsApp messages pretty much immediately. And make sure it's in writing, or an audio message can do as well. I'm a big fan of the paper trail. And again, confirming hours, confirming the kinds of stuff you're going to be doing, confirming what kind of accommodation they're providing, what kind of food, when they're providing the food. Is it just breakfast? Is it breakfast and lunch? Is it just on the days that you're working there? Just have a checklist that you run through with all your hosts. So 3 simple filters. Use a trusted platform. I'm not here to shill for anybody, but if you use a platform, you have some recourse and you'll have some kind of support as well. And you'll probably be able to connect with other volunteers and ask them, hey, you went and volunteered at this place. What did you think? Honestly. And they'll tell you, oh yeah, it was great, or it was okay, I don't know if I go back. Whatever it is, you can vet the host that way. 2, you want to find hosts that have been on the platform for a while, 3 to 5 years or more, especially if this is your first time volunteering. You want to have really good reviews consistently over long periods of time without huge gaps. If you're looking at a place and the last feedback they had was from 5 years ago, maybe not a red flag, but probably not on the A list of hosts that I would think about volunteering for first. They may be amazing, but that for me, until you get to know how the system works, probably stay away from those. And the third filter is to confirm everything in writing, either through email via the platform. That way, if there's any confusion, when you arrive, you say, oh, okay, well, here in this chat, and you confirmed this, this, and this, and now you're telling me it's different. Hasn't happened to me. I haven't had anything but great experiences volunteering here in Colombia and before in Ecuador. But these are 3 very simple filters that can help you avoid scams and red flags. And not all of them are 100%, but if you put those 3 filters into play, you're going to avoid almost all the problems that can happen. This is to get you started right out of the gate so you can avoid a lot of the bigger potential issues and instead have a really good, enjoyable, amazing, rewarding volunteering experience. Please share this video with anybody that's thinking about volunteering, interested in travel and volunteering especially. I have a lot of other videos on the channel about this. This is On the Ground, where I answer your travel questions, and this specific resource is about volunteering. Happy trails. See you in the next one.